If I were an e-commerce brand doing $15,000 a month or more, here's the simplest way that I would add an extra 14 to 18% to my top line revenue. If you don't know me, my name is Milad Zarabi. I'm the founder of Fluid Creatives. We're an email and SMS marketing agency, and we have helped over 50 e-commerce companies in the last 4 months add an extra 14 to 18% just coming in from our one flow system. So let me show you Klaviyo right here just so you can see some of our results. Here's Dolce Superfoods. In the before, from December 18th to January 18th, they did around $11,000. Now if I go in the last 30 days here, we've added $31,000 to their overall brand's revenue just coming in from this one system, or 26% of their total revenue. Here's RevX Wellness. If I go in the last 30 days here, we've done around $41,000 just coming in from our email flow system. As you can see there, the 4 flows here right there. And then if I go into Curbside Clothing as well, these guys are sending out campaigns, I'm pretty sure. But overall, we've added $16,000 just coming in from our 4 flows right here. So this is the proven system that we've implemented for over 50 e-commerce companies, and I'm going to show you how to implement this for your exact brand. Now, just diving into my computer, here's the high-level view of our entire setup. So we start out by building out a pop-up to capture email subscribers into your email list. From there, we're gathering data from them to better kind of serve them and better personalize our emails. Then we're putting them inside of this welcome flow. Once again, we're personalizing that first email as well as having SMS reminders go out as well. Then we have a 4-day email sequence where we're just trying to improve the trust, get them to actually know who we are, and get them to make that first purchase on our site. Here's the browse abandonment flow. This is basically when we have window shoppers, people who are viewing your products, but they aren't adding to cart or moving forward in the sales process. We want to be able to retarget these people to get them back to the product page and obviously, buy on our site. Next, we have the abandoned cart flow. So this one's pretty straightforward. When people are adding your products to their cart, but they aren't completing their purchase, we want to retarget these people and make sure that they are going to buy. And lastly, here we have the post-purchase flow. This is just going to improve the overall customer experience and upsell them so you're able to increase your LTV as well. And I'm going to be diving into each one of these emails towards the end of this video as well. So what is this system going to do for your brand? It has proven to increase conversion rates, your repeat order rate, and your LTV, as well as your average order values. It's going to start retargeting your first-time visitors and your window shoppers to get them back to your site. And it's going to recover lost sales. And the best part about this system is that it's going to improve your ads. So you don't need to spend any more money on ads, but this is going to increase your conversion rates so your ads actually perform a lot better. So first, let's dive into why the pop-up is so important, and on top of that, how to build one out for your company. So the pop-up is essentially just going to be gathering a portion of your traffic and getting them inside of our email list so we're able to start retargeting them through the rest of our email flows as well as your email campaigns. And the highest submit rate that we have gotten is with this exact structure. So what is the structure? It's going to be a teaser of the discount plus gathering data on your traffic. And this data that you're going to be gathering is going to be either benefit focused, product focused, or pain focused. And I'll show you why we are gathering this data in the first place. From there, we're going to gather their email, their phone number, and we're just going to confirm with them as well. And here are just a few examples from Fashion Gold. So we're saying, hey, you've got a free gift. To claim it, tell us how your dream hair would look like. We're gathering the data on how they want their dream hair to be. So this is a benefit-focused data collection, basically. From there, we're asking them, hey, to claim your gift with your first order, add your email. And then we have a CTA that says claim gift. From there, we're asking them for their number, and then at the very end here, we're just confirming and telling them, hey, check your email for your discount. Now, what is this doing? So by teasing them inside of this slide right here, by teasing them with the offer, we are getting them to psychologically micro-commit to them giving us their information. And we're also gathering that data so we're able to better serve our content to them based off what they're really looking for. Then from here, we're asking them what their email is. Obviously, everyone gives their email at the end of the day. And then we also want to have a high converting CTA. So I see a lot of brands have on their pop-ups buttons that say like continue or sign up, which is you just want to stay away from those automatically. You just want to have something that's very benefit focused like claim gift because that's going to give you a higher submit rate. From there, we're asking them for their SMS. Now, majority of people are going to be hesitant on this, but if we actually do get their phone number, then we have a higher likely chance to actually convert them inside of our flows. And then at the very end, we just want to let them know to check their email for their code. Without this, they really don't know what to do. They might just continue scrolling on your site or just like leave your site entirely. So this is everything on the pop-up. And here are just a few pop-up results that we've also gotten. So for example, we've almost generated $2,000 on this. We had a 6.8% submit rate with 488 submits. So these are 488 people that we've gone into our email list. And then from there, we're able to convert them inside of our flows as well as the campaigns. For this one, 2.4K in generated revenue, 7% submit rate, as well as 1.3K submits. And then another 2.4K in total revenue 9.2% submit rate, and 273 submits off of this as well. Now, once they have actually signed up for your pop-up, we are going to be taking them into this welcome flow. So what is this going to do? It's going to build trust with your first-time visitors. From there, it's going to lay out the foundation of your overall brand, and it's going to turn these first-time visitors into customers. And the reason why this is so important is because there was a study that said that 96% of first-time visitors aren't going to convert on your site. And rather than you having to spend more money on paid ads to get them back to your site, we're able to get them inside of our pop-up, get inside of our email list, and put them inside of this welcome flow where we're able to nurture them, build more trust with them, and get them to make that first purchase while offering an incentive. So what is the breakdown of all the emails? So email number one, V2, and V3, they're all basically going to be the same. But the only thing that we're changing out of here is that the products that we are basically promoting to them are going to vary based off of the data that we are collecting them inside of the pop-up. So email number one is going to be welcoming new subs, giving them the discount, and showcasing bestsellers. Email number 1, V2, and V3, there's going to be basically the same type of content, but the products and kind of the images that we are using are going to be different. So for example, for Fashion Gold here, we are asking them, tell us how your dream hair would look like. We're basically asking them, like, what type of benefit are you looking for based off of where you're currently at. So if they're looking for thick and voluminous hair, we're only going to show them products that get them closer to that goal. If they're looking to repair and make their hair a little bit healthier, then we're only going to showcase products that are going to get them to that goal. So this is why it is so important to gather this data, because we're better able to personalize the first email that they are going to see from our brand, and they're just more likely to actually convert off of that first email as well. So after that, we have like an SMS reminder as well that's going to go out at the exact same time. And then after that, all 4 of these emails as well as the SMS are going to be sent out 1 day apart. So the second email here is going to be like a plain text email from the founder. This is just going to build some more rapport, build some more trust with them, and obviously remind them about the discount. The next one is going to be reviews plus social proof. So we want to add any type of review that you've gotten on your website, on your Instagram, on like a Trustpilot or something like that. Email number 4 is going to be like a best-selling product highlights. So you could even use this data to then better personalize this best-selling product based on what they are looking for and what type of benefit they're looking for from your brand. So you could better showcase that, hey, if you want to achieve, thick and voluminous hair, here's the one product that has helped so many other customers get the exact same result. And then email number 5, it's just like a Hail Mary type of effort, where it's like a plain text email from the founder. It's going to be like, hey, I noticed you haven't used your discount yet. Here's an upgrade for the next 24 hours. We're just trying to strike some urgency to really get them to purchase. And this is like our last effort to get them to purchase inside of our welcome flow. And in the SMS number 2, we're doing the exact same thing. So that's everything on the welcome flow. Once again, all we're trying to do is build more trust and get them to make that first purchase. Now, let's say they are viewing your products, but they aren't, adding a cart. This is where the browse abandonment flow comes into play. So the goal with this flow is to get these window shoppers back to the site and to add to cart, basically get them to the next step in the basically the buying process. And all we basically want to do is provide benefits, showcase more value, and just build more trust so they stop checking out your competitors and they actually just make that final purchase on your site. So here's the email breakdown. Email number 1 is just going to be a simple reminder. It's just going to showcase the items that they're looking at and just getting them back to the product page. SMS is going to be sent out at the exact same time. Just basically like less than 100 characters. You just want to have a quick text to get them back to the product page. Email number 2 is going to be sent out a day later. This is also going to be a social proof email. So we're really trying to drive as much social proof and build as much trust with this person. Once again, it's going to build more trust and increase their FOMO. So showcasing reviews that are going to be relatable to like the product or the goal that they are looking for. And then email number 3 is just going to be like an incentive email. So it's going to be the same discount as we had in the welcome flow, just with the new discount codes. So they think they're getting a whole new discount basically from you guys for free. So just a helpful tip when you are building out your browse abandonment flow is do not use any generic headlines. This will absolutely kill your conversion rates, because if we use headlines like this, like we saw you looking at this, your customer is getting so many emails of that exact same headline from so many different competitors of yours and other companies that your emails are gonna get lost in the fluff. You want to have a headline that is benefit focused, and you should know the niche of your brand just coming in from this headline. So for example, for a clothing company, we used a headline that was like, oh, your closet is looking a bit empty. They obviously know that we're a clothing company and they wanted some new clothes. That's why they're looking at our products in the first place. So that headline is going to be unique. It's going to catch their eye, and they're actually going to click on the actual email to get them back to the product page. So do not use any generic headlines, because that will absolutely ruin your conversion rates inside of this flow. Now for the next flow that you want to be setting up is your abandoned cart / checkout. So our goals are to remove any common like roadblocks or objections that you probably get, build more trust once again with reviews and social proof, and just basically securing that purchase, because these people are so close to purchasing on your site, but something came up, like they just wanted to continue scrolling, they got a phone call, or they're done with the toilet, for example. So here's the email breakdown. It's very, very simple. Email number 1 is going to be a simple reminder showcasing the items inside of their cart, just trying to get them back to their cart. SMS is also going to be just linking them back to their cart. Email number 2, you want to do like a case study or some more social proof as well. And then email number 3 and 4 is very interesting. We just started testing this and it's working phenomenally. It's basically a mystery discount. So if you think about it, everyone has TikTok brain. Everyone needs that dopamine when they are, in any form of what they are doing, they need a dopamine spike to, go ahead and do whatever they want to do. So that's why TikTok is so popular. For our emails, we want to make this kind of like that. So we say like, hey, get up to 40% off using code mystery. See what you're going to get. In reality, we're giving them 10, 15, or even 20% off inside of this discount. But just because they are so intrigued on what they are going to get, they go back to their cart, they put in the code mystery, they see the drop in the overall price, and from there, even though they're not getting that 40% off, they're seeing the drop in the price overall, and they're getting value out of it at the end of the day. That's why this is so important, because we're intriguing them and piquing their interest to go back to their cart and see what discount they're going to get. And then from there, we're basically just, they're more likely to actually convert once they've also gone through all those micro steps as well. And then email number 4 is just going to be a mystery discount reminder there as well. So the last flow inside of this entire system is going to be a post-purchase flow. So you want your customers to have obviously a good experience with your overall company. You want to increase their average order values, and on top of that, you want to upsell and cross-sell them different types of products. So how do we do this? Email number 1 is going to be sent out 5 minutes after they make their purchase, and this is going to be a thank you email coming from the founder. It's going to be a plain text email, so it's like directly from Gmail, and the founder directly messaged them. And then we just want to say like, oh, thank you so much for your order. Here's our support number. You could add a cross-sell inside of the PS line as well. You could use like a free shipping or like a 10% off there. It works phenomenally. From there, let's say 2-3 days later, we want to get them to actually use our product. So if you have a product that is very, hard to use, or like people, they sometimes get it, but they don't end up using it because it's just a little too confusing for them. We want to get these people to use our products, because if they don't use our initial product, we're not able to upsell them other types of products as well and get them to purchase multiple times on our site. So that's only if you have a kind of like a confusing product. But if your product is very simple going and very easy going, basically, we just want to upsell them an adjacent product inside of this email. So we either want to teach them about your product or get them to buy another product using an offer or like a discount or something like that. So email number 3 is going to be sent out 7 days after they have received their item. And basically, it's going to be like a how's it going, coming from the founder one more time. We basically want to ask them how they like their order, if they need any support with their order, or on top of that, we want to ask them to write a review or give us some type of UGC as well. And then email number 4, this is going to be sent out 5 days after that previous email. So after email number 3, we want to promote some type of adjacent product, give them some type of offer, or discount them to get them to purchase again. And this email alone is going to increase your LTV so drastically that you're actually able to build your company and make more profit per customer. Now, just some helpful tips as well is that you want to be genuine. You want to remove your brand voice entirely and just actually talk to them like a normal person. That's why I focus so much on these plain text emails coming from the founder, because it just builds some more trust with these first-time purchasers as well. Now, that is the entire system. Now, let me show you the actual KPIs that we see from this one system. So on average, we're seeing a lift of 14 to 18% coming in from this one system. And basically, the breakdown for that is 7 to 12% from the welcome flow, 2 to 4% from the browse abandonment, 3 to 5% on the abandoned cart, and 1 to 3% on the post-purchase. Basically, if your company is anywhere between like $10,000 or more, you should see an immediate lift coming in from this one system. So if your brand is making anywhere over like $10,000 a month or more, you should see an average lift of 14 to 18% once again coming in from this one system. And you could see kind of like if your monthly revenue falls in between any of these, you should see the total increase off of that as well. Now, this is also very, very important, is that you want to turn this setting off, which is going to be skip recently emailed profiles. What this is going to do, it's basically called smart sending. It'll skip anybody who has received an email in the last 16 hours. And you might say that, oh, I want to have this on for my deliverability and like spam, but this is just going to kill your conversions overall. You're going to skip majority of all the people inside of your flow, and you're not going to be able to retarget them to get them back to your site. So once you turn this off, you'll instantly boost your conversions with your email flows, once again, just by turning this off. And then how to turn it off is click on the email inside of your email flow, scroll down, there's going to be a slide on the right. You just want to scroll down on, turn off smart sending, click save, and then repeat for all the rest of the emails inside of your flow as well. Unfortunately, if you have some flows built out, You're not able to do this like in all one click. You have to go into each individual email and turn this off. So that's basically a wrap. These are the exact email flows that you need to have a proper email marketing strategy. I like to think of it as a bucket. If we're pouring a bunch of traffic or a bunch of water inside of this bucket, we don't want to have holes inside of it, obviously. And if these 4 flows aren't basically implemented, and if they aren't working properly for your brand, you're basically just losing all of that traffic, and it's basically going nowhere. And now you're just focusing on your paid ads for them to basically retarget them and get them back to your site. So we're basically filling in the 4 biggest buckets inside of your e-commerce funnel to basically increase your conversions as much as possible. And you could easily take this and add an extra 14 to 18. Even I've seen some companies that we implemented this for that have gone above 25% coming in from this one system. So if you're an e-commerce brand owner and you found some value on this video, please give it a like. And if you would like us to build this entire system for you, all you have to do is click the first link in the description. You can watch the video on the next page and you can book a call directly with me or someone from my team. Thank you.